Yo, welcome back to a new CP Sports video here. Today, there's only 4 games for the predictions, so you guys get a shortened video. You're welcome, not gonna lie to you. You guys watch a lot of long videos, so I'm grateful for that. Grateful for that, my bad. So yeah, we're gonna be predicting the quarterfinals of the World Cup, so if you do enjoy this, make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. We will start off with France, Morocco, where we saw France before this qualifying for this match. They won, 1-0 to Paraguay. Yep, where Paraguay had not a single yellow card, fouling the French team the whole game. The referee, no clue what he was doing, but now there's like a Paraguayan senator. Jesus Christ, my head's terrible. I've not brushed it. Yeah, this senator in Paraguay and Mbappe thing is going crazy. If you guys want to check it out, you can search it up, watch the stories, but it's insane now. Don't know what happened, but yeah, Mbappe scored the penalty to help France win 1-0, so it's pretty cool for France. And their opponents will be Morocco, who they beat the co-hosts Canada 3-0, and that was by Ouani, who scored 2 goals and a Rahimi goal. 3-0 Morocco, the final score, clean sheet, great game for them. This is going to be, all of these games are just on the ref, let's be fair. Depending on the referee and FIFA, whatever they say, because a lot of these games have been corruption. We'll be talking about the Argentinian game soon. France I should have thought about my predictions for the round of 16, what the match plans would be. So I'm gonna start thinking of this now. France just keep playing how they will, when they want to smash teams, they do that. Morocco might think of a new game plan to stop them, but I don't think Morocco would do that. But they'd just be a little bit more defensive, so they won't get past them a lot. But I'm just gonna say a 2-1 France win. But you never know, Morocco could upset and get to their second semi-final in a row. So it's going to be a hard game, but that's my prediction right here. It's going to be, what is it? Yeah, 2-0 France. Sorry guys, I'm so tired. Just woken up. Oh my god. France 2-1, final prediction. We go on to Spain, Belgium, where Spain had beaten Ronaldo's Portugal and knocked them out 1-0 by Mikel Merino 90th minute. And again, the goalkeepers, they're going insane. In this whole tournament, every single goalkeeper of each country have been crazy. In this game, both keepers were saving so much, but eventually Mikel Merino had finished the job for Spain to book a date with Belgium in the quarterfinals, with Belgium beating the USA. Beating the USA 4-1, deserved by Belgium, because stupid Donald Trump, the American president, had overturned Balogun's red card. And you know what? This might be a controversial opinion. I'm not sure if you guys could agree. I think because Balogun started, the USA players know he shouldn't have. So maybe that affected, maybe they thought there were 10 men on the pitch, or they didn't look right, the Americans, in that game. But yeah, I'm not sure if that, been feeling guilty about what happened with Balogun, and they know the right decision was, which was to not play, or it was just a bad match. It was the guilt, or they just had a bad match, as Belgium, 2 goals for De Ketelaere at the start, Lukaku finishing the job at the end, and third one was not Trossard, was it? Big Trossard got an assist for De Ketelaere's goal. I have no clue, but third goal I forgot for Belgium. I'm so sorry. Belgium, very big game against the USA, so they must have been feeling happy. But now they go up against Spain. Without Yamal being at his best, Spain, they're getting wins, but not in 4-0 ways or 3-0. They get the wins against the big countries, but it will be a tight game. Belgium being grateful recently, being New Zealand 5-1? Yeah, 5-1 in the group stage as their most recent group stage match. Round of 32 they won, and now they beat 4-1 They beat the USA 4-1, so it's going to be a big game, Spain-Belgium, but overall I'm going to be saying, like I said in my prediction, I said Spain will win the whole World Cup, but I don't think they will, because if they verse like someone from the other bracket of this tournament, they could lose. But you never know, you know. But I will be saying, just to keep it safe, Spain win 1-0. I'll stick with a 1-0 like they did against Portugal. 1-0 wins for Spain, very close. I'm like thinking too, it could be ET. Extra time, you never know, but I'm just going to stick with a 1-0 Spain win against Belgium. That'll be a very big game if you guys want to wake up for that. Every single game you should wake up for, let's be fair, because that's the quarterfinals of the World Cup. But let's now talk about Norway versus England, where we said Norwegians rowed. They rowed. The Vikings, what's the word? Rowed? They rode their way to victory against Neymar's Brazil. At Neymar's last game for Brazil, he said in an interview he will be retiring. I can't speak today, I'm so sorry. He'll be retiring from Brazilian international duty, but at least he scored a penalty as his last game in MetLife, so it's pretty cool. But not for Brazil's the players in the team, as Erling Haaland smashed 2 goals in to win 2-1 for Norway, Brazil. That was a very good game, that. And now Norway's opponents will be even better game. 3-2 winners against another co-host, Mexico. And the England, I don't know what they had. They could have had Viagra. I don't know if that's against the laws, like I said. But they played really well defensively. And on their counter-attack, Mexico, they were just trying to push, like just couldn't get that third goal in. They still scored 2 goals by Quinones and Raul Jimenez pen, but with Jude Bellingham scoring 2 quick goals at the start of the first half, and Harry Kane scoring the penalty to win the game, and they had 10 men in England before Kane got the penalty. So it's a pretty amazing stuff that from England. So in Mexico as well, hard to play there. So at the Azteca, fair play to England for winning. And now they were going to be versing Norway, England. Amazing that one of these 2 teams are guaranteed to win the semis. It is crazy, this World Cup. But England, like Thomas Tuchel, like I keep saying the thing with Tuchel, you never know with Tuchel. Look at the average Chelsea team he won the UCL with. I repeat his stuff a lot on this channel, but that one is like a must repeat. But with Norway, they've shown us they don't worry about like no experience at World Cup. They just go out and win games, especially against big teams. They have France, Senegal in their same group, as well as facing Brazil and Cote d'Ivoire in the knockouts. But oh my god, yeah, I think England take their chances against Norway, because Norway defensively they could be better, but they've been a little lucky that their opponents haven't been like taking their chances. But with their attack, England's goals, Bellingham and Kane, even Gordon could surprise you. Rashford as a super sub, they could get the job done, but this will be in an extra time. It's going to be 1-1 in this game, and at 2-1 England. All these games are going to be so tight, so I'm just going to not keep a 4-1, 4-0, you know. But I'm going to say 1-1 Norway, England, and England win 2-1 in ET. Extra time, if you guys don't know what that means. Insane game. And that one, if that comes true, I'm the best predictor. I keep saying that as well, but honestly, you can't predict the World Cup. I don't think I've got one right. I've only got one, but that was like an easy one. But like, it's so hard to predict World Cup. You just never know what happens. And so, you know what else you don't know what will happen? With Argentina games. Let's talk about, before the Weverse come up with Switzerland, I'll just say it's Switzerland won a boring 0-0 game. A lot of the keep saving 4-3 on pens. Fair play to you guys, Switzerland, for reaching the quarterfinals. The Argentina-Egypt game. Lisandro Martinez has fell for the second disallowed goal. Little soft, but it's there. And without that tackle, Egypt can go on that counter attack and score that goal. But if the VAR thinks, it's all up to the ref. I said, like we have to start. FIFA and the ref. If the ref thinks on their day that that is a foul, you can't argue with the ref, honestly. These refs are so unpredictable. That's what Argentina get. A bit of controversial decisions, but you know, it's Argentina. You never know what will happen with these games. But even when they were 2-0 up in Egypt, the 2-all comeback against Argentina, you guys will keep saying it was a controversial game, VAR spoiled it. What about the comeback from Argentina, huh? Egypt switched off last 12 minutes. That's their fault. Why did they just keep playing? They were just a bit in their head frustrated with the VAR. Keep playing the match, bro. You're 2-0 up against the world champions. Keep your heads focused on this match. And Egyptians, their heads were gone as Argentina last 12 minutes pulled off the remontada as they won 3-2. But with this third goal from Argentina, the biggest controversy in this game. Everyone says Egypt should have had a penalty. Oh, okay. If it's Premier League, if it's La Liga, if it's any game, like I said, this is all down to the ref on the day. If this happens in any league, they call a penalty. Because you see Alvarez do clip Salah's foot, but in Argentina, the whole of Egypt, the Egyptian team stopped, and that led Lautaro Martinez to do a beautiful crossing for Enzo Fernandez to header the goal in. But I see they point Egypt, with that second disallowed goal from the first disallowed goal for Egypt, because they only had one disallowed goal. Argentina players asked the ref for a VAR. They didn't have any footage, but I've seen a few things from reporters saying that they did surround the ref asking for a VAR. Where they showed on the camera Messi saying, what about the foul on Lisandro? The refs listened to them, they got the VAR check, and they successfully got their complaints. Egypt surrounded the ref that whole third goal for Argentina. They didn't get anything. For football matches, right, you gotta have fair games. If you don't have a fair game, there is just no game. This whole FIFA World Cup has been very corrupt. I get that it's been some great matches at this World Cup. I'm not saying it's the worst World Cup in history, but without the controversy, corruption, and referees favouring teams to win, it's not the same World Cup as what we used to get. So you guys can argue all you want in the comments who you think would argue about Argentina-Egypt, but Egypt eventually won 3-2. Massive game from Argentina, that both games 3-2, that particular clean sheet, both games. So because Switzerland aren't bad, their mentality will be the same as Egypt. Go so defensive against Argentina and try go on the counter. But Switzerland really in tactics aren't about the counter attack. They just play their own football, and Argentina will make them pay for their tactics unless they've just been learning what they've studied about Argentina. I still think Argentina should win, but Switzerland will score. It'll be Argentina 3, Switzerland 1. That's my final predictions. 14 minutes for 4 games. It's a bit damn. That whole, half the video is probably on my app about Argentina, Egypt. But you know what? You still got to talk about it. That's 2 videos in 1. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Let me know your predictions, because you guys are a bit shy. You never put your predictions in the comments. Please make sure you do that. I want to see what you guys say. It's going to be exciting to see the semis. We might do semis YouTube short, because really, I don't think I can want to talk about much there. I'll talk about in the short, so it'll be like 3 minutes long, the short. Thanks for watching this video. Peace.